All right. Good morning. Let's come feet shoulder width apart. And let's really, while we're doing this first little bit of hip wiggles, okay? We're just wiggling from side to side. Start thinking about like how your day was yesterday, how you were feeling this morning. Maybe thoughts are already permeating as to what you're going to do later on tonight with your second best friend, or what you're going to have for lunch, or if you should defrost all that chicken or not. And I want you to stop thinking about all that stuff, okay? Or what's going on when you're getting the vaccine. Nope. We're worried about our body here, okay? So for this posture police class, as we know, there are 3 P's of a posture police class. So let's focus on the second P first. We're changing it up. And let's go right into our knee highs to notice how we're feeling. And really try to listen more closely. I always try to notice how my hips are tight as I go down. It's something that legitimately it took me 2 years of teaching this before I got the real nuances of feeling how my pelvis really is tight when I go down. It's hard to pay attention. It's easier to buy attention. And I always end up feeling how my right hip, for me, my right hip is a little tighter. And let's go wide with our knee highs. So as a reminder, the second P is perception, where we want to gain that greater awareness of our body. What were you thinking about, Audrey? You were thinking about Jacob, weren't you? So our balance always gets worse when we think. Let's suck our belly button in and just notice how theoretically we should be more stable. And we'll do one more on each side. Let's just get our blood pumping. Let's do some Tai Chi twists. And as a reminder, the 2 different versions of this throughout this class. One of them is when we pivot the foot that we're turning away from, and then we get a full twist and we could really get aggressive with it, or we keep our feet planted on the ground and then it gets more of a hip lower back stretch. And we'll do this for 3, 2, 1. We'll just sniff it out before we go into our hamstring stretch. So sniff, raise your shoulder blades as you sniff, inhale rapidly, and then just let your arms fall. If you think about breathing out, expect the posture citation in the mail. And all of us standing here, let's pause. Notice if you're locking your knees. Unlock those knees. 10 more. Let's come to the back of our chair. So we stand 2 or 3 feet away from the chair. You might need to do about 5 feet because you're tall. Just kidding, that's a joke. All right, so let's keep the left foot planted on the ground. Right foot comes up, we cross it around, and hamstring is the muscle that's in the back of our thigh, and we're targeting our left as we bend our knees Shoot our hips all the way back. Lean forward and lift your chest up. And notice that tightness, the stretch, maybe even an aching in the lower back. I gotta say, Caitlin, you've improved tremendously from the first class. I remember how bad you were the first time. So let's notice the first P, out of order, which is pain. So none of us probably feel pain right here, but it's very normal to feel the ache, the tightness, the stretch is what we're aiming for. And so pain is the bad one. Always respect whenever you feel pain. And let's dive right into the third P. And ask yourself if you're breathing. The third P is prana. And for 2021's sake, breathe as if your life depends on it. Because you might not realize it, but it actually does. Big deep breath in as we shoot our hips further back. Lift our chest up more, looking at our hands, maybe bending your knees. And you could definitely wiggle around. There's nothing wrong with playing around here. Excellent. Let's do a big deep breath in. Shoot our hips back even more. Y'all are veterans at this, so notice if you want to bend or straighten your knees. When I straighten my knee, I feel it more in my calf. When I bend my knees, I feel it more in my lower back. Last big deep breath in. Look at your hands or above them as we smile. 3, 2, you could smile. 1. We'll do a little hip wiggle. Of course. Our hamstrings are our top 3 muscles. I used to say top 2, but I've learned to say top 3 muscles that are tight in everyone. Very few people, except for maybe Kim. Kim's good. You're still tight? No, you're not? Yeah. You're like one of the few people I've ever like come across where like your hamstrings are not tight relative to the rest of you. Preparing the stretch on the other side. Right foot plants on the ground. Left lifts up, crossover, pinky toe side of the foot, pinky toe side of the foot. Bend our knees, shoot our hips back, lean forward, and lift your chest up. How is that feeling, Regina? How's that feeling? Notice if you feel more tightness on this side. Maybe it's more intense. Big deep breath in. Shoot our hips back even more. Lift our chest up. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more. Yeah, you in particular need to bend your knees more. Yeah, lower back? Yeah, because the reason we feel this sometimes in the lower back is our hamstrings attach to our hips and they get so tight that they actually lock our hips in place a little bit. And we just adapt. We don't even realize it. And then because these are so tight, our glutes don't fire properly. And then this is the beginning of a 20-minute conversation that I could talk about, and I'm going to stop right there. Big deep breath in. Shoot your hips back again. Notice if you want to bend your knees or straighten. And if you tend to lock your knees, you really want to bend your knees here. If you don't tend to lock your knees, maybe straighten them. Notice how much you feel it in the calf, how much you feel it in the hamstring, how much you feel it in the lower back. Maybe some of us feel it as a strain in the shoulders or the neck or the upper back. Sarah, did I predict it right? Big, deep, last deep breath in. Hips back even more. Chest up. Look at our hands, maybe above our hands. Smile. 3, 2, 1. All right, who's ready for 20 push-ups? I'm just kidding. All right, let's just go with our knee highs, maybe a hip wiggle, just feeling that movement. We're going to do 2 more stretch exercises for our legs and hips before we take a break and dive into our shoulders. So notice how it's feeling from before. Do your legs feel heavier? Do your legs feel lighter? Are you able to go higher up? Do you have no idea what you're experiencing? Maybe that click that's in your hip is more evident. I felt it. That's literally what I was feeling from you. I'm like, it became evident, more evident. Yeah. Yeah. Click that. I have it in the right too, a little tiny bit. All right. So if you need a strap for this, we're going to do our quad stretch. Most of us, many of us, some of us need a strap. Some of us don't. But let's grab our right leg to start. We'll all do the same side together. Normally, I'll let you guys pick your side, but I want to do all the same side together. And I recommend, if you're using your hand, to grab your ankle more than your foot, if you can. And okay, the chair might be too short for you. All right. And just hanging out here, some of us might be tight on this 3rd Saturday of the year. Time flies when our bodies are uncomfortable. Keep breathing. And let's go the next dimension. Let's make sure that left knee bends a little bit. Pull back a little bit more. Maybe bring your knee closer to the other knee and lift your chest up. Just breathe. Beautiful. Big deep breath in, and we'll go our last dimension deeper. Pull up, kick the leg, whatever you want to do. We've all done this before, at least in class. We'll do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's just do a little shake of that leg out. And now shake the other leg out. Feel the difference. Yeah, you feel all that stretch, all that blood flow. Switch into the other leg. Give me a moment. It's a good idea. You can. Grabbing on the left leg, the ankle. Making sure that right knee is a little bit bent. Feeling the difference. Maybe on one side you feel it closer to the hip. Try to bring that left knee into the right side, Caitlin. Yeah, now pull it back. There you go. Now lift your chest up. Feeling it? You're doing good. Just notice how it's different. Notice how it's the same. Big deep breath in. Maybe go a dimension deeper. and notice which side feels tighter. And then let's reference our hamstring stretch. Is it the same side that's tighter, or is it the opposite? You might need to wait until the end of this exercise to reference it because you might be too focused on the exercise. And big, deep breath in as we go our last dimension. You choose to push it further if you'd like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, shake it out. Now you feel how the shake brings that blood flow, brings everything alive. And so let's pause. Which quad, which front of the thigh was tighter? Raise the hand. That was tighter. So for me, it was actually this side. Okay. Now listen to your hamstrings. Think about the back of your thigh. Do you remember which side was tighter? It was both? You're saying both? It was the opposite side? So was it? Yeah. So for me, it was the opposite. I'm a little twisted. How about you? Audrey, are you twisted? Okay. Regina, are you twisted? Okay. All right. So let's grab our corrective cane for our last leg exercise for this portion of class. Holding on with the left hand, lifting the right knee as high as possible, up, out, center, and back. Exactly like a knee glute, but I call this the knee external glute, so I just call it a keg. Up, out, center, back. And do what you can. It's not easy to do this, but try to keep your chest pointed forward while you do this. It's not easy to do that. Oftentimes we'll twist a little, and there's no need to be a perfectionist. It's all about, we're looking to be progressionists, not perfectionists. So progress is what matters, not perfection. Up, out, center, back. And let's make sure that left knee has a slight bend to it for the last two. Awesome. Last one, up, out, center, back. And before we do the other side, we'll do a little hula hoop. We could do some hip wiggle. So let's do some hula hoops here. Keep the knees bent. Really challenge. Notice how the right feels different from the left. Let's start hooping in the other direction. Hooping. Yes, it's a verb. And really sink into this side, because this is probably the tighter side that you wanted to do last. Gangsta. Awesome. Holding on with the right hand. Left knee as high as possible. Up, out, center, back. Up, out, chest tries to stay forward. Center and back. Up, out, center, back. Make sure that right knee stays bent. Up, out, center, back. And the last two here. I feel like a machine when I say up, out, center, back. It's like the most monotonous thing I've ever done in my life. And for anyone that knows me well enough, I don't like monotony. It's okay, it was a ghost. We have a ghost in the studio. All right. Let's see how it's feeling. Notice if you feel balanced. Notice if that click in your right hip is still there. Most likely it is. Awesome stuff. Let's open up into a monkey fly. Back of the hands come to touch, feet shoulder width apart. Knees bent a tiny bit, butt back a little, pull back and rotate. I gotta say, Regina, I see you're doing it a little bit slower, so you're doing great. I noticed the difference. Audrey, try to keep a slight bend in your elbows. Just a tiny one, because I feel like you need that. I think that's number 6 of the class. I've been counting. It's gonna get up to 12. All right, and for the next 5, let's all try to keep a mini bend in our elbows and squeeze our shoulder blades all the way back for 2 seconds. 1, 2. All the way back. Regina, try to keep a slight bend in your elbows, just slight. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. 3, 2, 1. And yes, I'm going to drop the AC soon. I feel like we all had that thought in studio recently. Did you say what I think you said? Okay. All right. So from here, we're going to open up into our zombie reach. So this is the one that's really good for our deep shoulder stabilizing muscles. So make sure our knees are slightly bent, our chest is up. And for this one, our hips don't matter as much. So keeping our palms facing down as we reach all the way forward, maybe raising shoulder blades a little bit here, and making sure the shoulder blades don't raise as we pull back. Keeping a slight, we can bend a little bit in the elbows, but keeping our arms mostly straight. Yeah. So for you, try to almost pull down as you do it, and keep your elbows straight. It's hard. It's hard. You're doing good. Sarah, you're doing good. And even though no one new is here, we're going to do 45 more. You guys know what that means. Sarah, stop waving at me. Do these exercises. It's like, and the interesting thing is, try to notice the nuances in your shoulders, your arms, where you felt it. I felt a little pull right in here. I felt a little pull in here. And it's like just noticing where it is. Everyone is different. They do? Interesting. So we got some tingly fingers. Hi, Daniel. All right. So if you got tingly fingers, that most likely means in somewhere along the line, this muscle is contributing to a shoulder impingement somewhere. And somewhere. From here, we'll do another Tai Chi twist, just feeling our shoulders. Three, 2, 1. And our last standing exercise for the moment before we grab a seat. And we're going to do both versions of our back elbow punch. So grab onto our handlebars. Rum, rum. You can do a rum, rum. That's a new sound that we're incorporating. It's like, it's rum rum and woo. And I'm gonna make a song soon with all these special apostrophe special effects. Caitlin's gonna help me. And it's gonna be called Walk of Shame. All right, pull our elbows all the way back. Slowly and forcefully punch. Making sure our knees stay bent. Pull our elbows all the way back, slowly and forcefully punch. I wish, Sarah, you're laughing, but I wish you understood the real reference of all this. All right, 3 more just like this. And for the last 3, let's keep our chest up. Don't let our chest fall. As we elbows come all the way back, slowly, forcefully punch. Elbows all the way back for the last one, slowly, forcefully punch. And hold this last one here. Notice where you feel it in the tricep. Notice where you feel maybe a stretch or strain in the bicep, and release. And now we're going to do our alternative version, our back elbow punch 2.0. Same exact form, but now we rotate as we come all the way back. Elbows come all the way back. Now slowly, forcefully punch. Notice the differences. It's just little nuance. Nuance is my second favorite word behind pineapple. Ask me another time. All the way back, slowly, forcefully punch. And the last 3 here, all the way back, slowly, forcefully punch. Good stuff. And before we actually grab a seat, what we want to try to do here is we're going to do a couple different versions of our exercise I've never named that I sometimes call angel wings. So bend our knees, have our palms facing down, thumbs facing forward, knees a little bit bent, and let's look how high we can go without rotating our hands. We're all going to be a different limit. You feeling the tingle? And let's come down. Keeping that rotation exactly the same, palms facing down, thumbs facing forward or pointed forward. Reach all the way towards the sky. Last one, all the way up. Don't let the rotation all the way up. If you can, show your belly, you're reaching so high up. And down. Now, let's do another version where our palms are facing up. This is going to be funky. We're going to do the exact same thing, and this is going to be harder to keep this rotation. All the way up. Reach all the way high. And keep the rotation as we come down. This is the hard part. We're going to want to relax the rotation as we come down. All the way up. This is the easy part. Reach a little higher and all the way down. Last one, all the way up. Reach even higher and all the way down. Let's just do our little shoulder rolls as we grab our chair and our seat. We can do them at the same time. I believe we can. I believe. Let's continue to roll our shoulders back, left. You can do them together. You can do them separately. Awesome stuff. Let's come away from the back of our chair. I almost knocked the batteries out of the mic. We're going to do a seated set of monkey fly here. So the most important thing is just keeping your chest up and your hands level with the shoulders. And I gotta say, Zoom is such an opportunity for me to see myself in the camera. That's what I love about Zoom. And then I could see how awesome you guys are doing. If we have a shoulder that's struggling, let's put extra thought on that shoulder. So for Audrey and Sarah, that means your left. I'm not really 100% sure of everyone else's shoulder injuries or issues other than those two, but really focus on the shoulder that's problematic. Rotate all the way in and rotate all the way out. Last two here. Awesome stuff. Let's just do a couple dynamic neck stretches side to side. There's no rules to this. Just listen to your neck. Notice which side is tighter. My personal right side is tighter. Yeah, it's funny how like, it's interesting how some things change from week to week and some things don't. Have you know? Yeah. Good stuff. And let's come back to the back of our chair once we realize we've had enough. Let's start giving ourselves some love. Give ourselves some self-massage in our shoulder. I like it. Odd. Really find the areas that are tense. I like to say we look for tenderness and tightness. And sometimes they happen at the same time, same areas. Feel free to travel up your neck. Feel free to do under your shoulder over here. It's somewhere that I tend to forget when I do it with you guys in class. So this is an area that's common. And I like what you were doing with the shoulder. We can go deep into the actual shoulder here. And notice what's tight, notice what's tender. And we're still working on the first side, whichever side that was for you. But you can switch back and forth. Just know that when I tell you to switch, you're going to have some more time. So we'll do this for just a few more seconds. Maybe go back to the first area that you're like, oh, that was tight and that hurt, and see if it feels the same or any different. I like that, Regina. I like the way you're playing around with the shoulder while you're doing it. 3, 2, 1. I now jokingly here, but notice if your hand is tired. And let's go to the other side. And even with this, sometimes we're tighter on the second side. Huh? No. Yes, it did. Okay. No, it's God. Yeah, and keep exploring, finding the areas that are tight. This is making me realize that I probably need a massage. Good stuff. Let's come away from the back of our chair again. Sit upright, and we'll sniff 6.5 more. Yeah, that was a joke. I'm glad you caught that. That was fun. All right. So we're going to dive deeper into our rotator cuff muscles, Sarah and Audrey. And if anyone, and I believe you and Caitlin and Kim, I think your impingement might come from some of this stuff. So we're going to start off here. This is going to be funky for some of us. We want to have our chest upright. And yeah, we're going to start off just doing this. And the hard part is that we want to over control keeping our elbows level with our shoulders. We're not going to go as far as we think, but really keep your elbows level with the shoulders as we go back and down. Good. Both awesome. I love what you guys are doing. So, Sarah, look at your left shoulder as you go back and forth. Really key, or your left elbow. I guess you can't. Yeah, it's harder to look at your shoulder than your elbow, but look at your left elbow and keep it level. I know how hard it's going to be. You might not even be able to go all the way. You might only go to here. Okay, and that's perfectly fine, but look at it and keep it level. Same thing with you, mother of my sister. You're keeping your elbows, you're bending your elbows, or you're straightening your elbows too much. You like that one?
I can't do this without looking.
I know it's hard to do without looking. Like even I have to look. If I wasn't looking in the mirror, we'll do 2 more full cycles of this, and then we'll take a breather because I know we feel some of this in the muscles that you're going to feel this in the shoulders. Yeah. So we'll do one little simple set of monkey flies here. Two, 1. Good stuff. Let's relax back into the back of our chair again. We're going to do some of our rib breath. So the difference is, because we have all veterans in this class, we're going to do our rib breath a little different. We could do our first one with our hands on our ribs. So huge, big, deep breath in through the mouth. Keep the ribs expanded while we breathe out. I welcome you to lean back into the back of your chair. Now, instead of keeping your hands on your ribs, we're going to open up our arms. We're going to let our arms fall to our side and then just rotate our thumbs out as far as possible and try to keep your elbows in a little bit to the side of your body. It's going to be funky, but this is the position we're going to try to be in as we continue to open up the ribs. We're going to rotate our arms open like this. So big, deep breath in through the mouth, expand the ribs. Keep the ribs expanded. Keep the rotation in the shoulders as you breathe out. All right. We'll do 4 more just like that, trying to get as lightheaded as possible. Big, deep breath in. Keep the ribs expanded as we breathe out. Three more. Huge, deep breath in. Thumbs rotate out, but elbows pull in a little bit. Keep the ribs expanded while we breathe out. Last 2. Big, deep breath in. Ribs expand. Keep the ribs expanded while we breathe out. Last one. Tremendous deep breath in. Rotate out. Keep the ribs expanded as we breathe out. Yeah. Coming away from the back of our chair. Did anyone feel any tingles in the hand or lightheadedness on that one? Okay. Cool. Away from the back of our chair, we're going to do our posture police cat cows, starting from don't write me a posture citation position, dropping our chin to our chest, elbows, pinkies come to touch, maybe suck your belly button in, all the way back, elbows come back, chest comes up, look up at the ceiling, and then all the way forward, round our back, chin to chest, elbows, pinkies come to touch. And then now make sure to keep your elbows in front of your hands or your hands behind your elbows. Excellent. So for you, elbows in front of hands. Sarah, try your best to keep your elbows level with your shoulders, even if you can't go as far back. Awesome. We'll do 2 more big sequences like this. All the way forward. All the way back. Excellent, Sarah. I see it. That was an improvement. Woo! All right. We'll sniff it out. Three more. Good stuff. We're going right into our most intense neck stretch. Interlock our fingers. Hands behind our head. Chest stays up. Elbows come forward. Look up at the ceiling as we lift our elbows up now. Chest comes towards the ceiling. Chin comes to the ceiling. Elbows stay in towards your forehead. Start looking down at the floor as we slowly rotate down. Chest stays up, but everything else pulls down. And look up above our elbows as we start to switch. Chest comes up, elbows come higher. Make sure to breathe and slowly switch, remembering to lead with your eyes. Slow and steady wins the race. And we'll do 2 more sequences while I watch all of your amazingness. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with you guys. You guys are doing really good. The only thing I gotta say is, Sarah, when you go down, don't cave in. Keep your chest up as you pull down. So do one last one. So I want to see you do it flawlessly. And we could do from side to side. Awesome, Sarah. You feel the difference? Good. Excellent. From here, raise our shoulder blades all the way up. Roll them back and down. Squeezing our elbows back behind us. Lifting our chest up. Twisting from side to side. I guess it's more turning. twisting, rotating. You get extra points if you could turn 360 degrees. Exorcist style. Keeping your elbows back, keeping your shoulders back. And if you struggle, that's most likely the side that's tighter. Two more in each direction. And let's just hang out a little bit. Let's find our most comfortable position. Like, I know we're all the way from the back of our chair. Let's stay away from the back of our chair. And let's notice if we feel more comfortable sitting upright or slouching. What feels comfortable? This? Now let's sit upright again. Okay. Yeah. Well, good. I just want you to notice your body. We're just gaining that awareness. Good stuff. So our last exercise, we're going to look towards our right pocket. Look towards our right pocket or imaginary. Right hand comes up over the left ear. Pull that right elbow towards that right hip, stretching the left back side of the neck. Left hand comes down, palm faces me. Inhale and reach. Just go a little bit deeper. One notch deeper. You decide, do you want to go with the pull down or the stretch, the reach, or both? But all I ask you is keep breathing and keep looking towards that side pocket or imaginary side pocket. If you don't want to look at your side pocket, you could also look towards your armpit. You might even feel that more. And we'll continue this for 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Drop our chin to our chest. We'll start looking towards the left side pocket. Left hand comes over the back right quadrant of our head, lifting our chest up as we pull down, making sure to breathe with a capital E. Right hand comes forward, palms facing me, reaching down, continuing to look at that left side pocket. Yeah. Have fun with this puppy. Big deep breath in. Continue to look at that side pocket. Oftentimes that's the part that we let go and we're like, that's hard to do, so I'm not going to do it, Caitlin. I caught you. You corrected it. That was good. Huh? You're doing great. It's awesome when you do bad, I notice it, and then you correct it before I have a chance to call you out. It's amazing. That's like what this class is about. Big deep breath in. You decide if you want to go a notch deeper. I encourage it. 3, 2, 1. Dropping our chin to our chest again. And let's just do our chin smiles from side to side. So the nature of a chin smile is we're staying with our chin down. Then with our chin down, we go to the left. With our chin down, we go to the right. So we want to keep our chin towards our chest. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. We're going to slowly come up. We'll do a little Tai Chi twist, or a big Tai Chi twist, or an aggressive helicopter. Interestingly enough, I'm not feeling an aggressive Tai Chi twist right now. I don't know. How about you? Let's do it. Let's aggressive. Let's punch your imaginary friend with your... Actually, that was aggressive. Let me take that back. If I ever told you guys about my imaginary friend, Frederick, he doesn't exist. All right. Doing okay? So we're going to go into our exaggerated monkey fly position. So knees bent, butt back, chest up. We want to be exaggerated here. We're going to do 2 exercises from this position. So our monkey flies. Good. Excellent. 5, 4, 3. Keep our hips back. 2. You feel it more in the spine that way. 1. From here, we're going to do our most flattering exercise that's ever existed. So knees bent, butt back, chest up. Have your face come forward. And we're double chinning it back. Neck tuck. We don't want to look up or down. We want to keep our gaze forward and our face pointed forward. And let's do 2 last ones, and let's hold them for 5 seconds each. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's by far the hardest exercise to talk while doing it. All right, last one. All the way back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. That strengthens muscles that get weak from when we use our phone or slouch. So it's one, Sarah would know this, but they're called deep cervical flexors. And they also get screwed up when we have whiplash. So forward head whiplash could cause problems. We'll do some little hip wiggles. From these hip wiggles, I'm going to catch you guys off guard. And we're going to open up our feet kind of wide. And although this is posture police, we're going to do a version of like a hybrid of a posture squat and a yogi squat. So let's put our hands here as if it was a yogi squat. So that means a little wider. The difference is we're still trying to squeeze our butt as we come up. So feet a little bit wider. Let's come down, knees almost at our knees, and squeeze our butt as we come up. So we're doing like a hybrid posture squat, yogi squat. Down, elbows come around our knees. If they're inside, that's awesome. And squeeze our butt still as we come up. So I think I'm going to call this a Yoster squat. No, that didn't work. I take that back. I regret what I just said. Me saying that made me uncomfortable, and I wanted to comfort myself with some dried unsweetened mango from Trader Joe's. Squeeze our butt as we come all the way up. If you've never tried Trader Joe's dried unsweetened mango, you should. Unless you're allergic to mango, then don't. Squeeze your butt all the way up. Last 3 here. And we're going to squeeze our butt all the way, super hard, super hard. All right, 2 more. 26,000 times harder of a squeeze. Awesome stuff. And we'll go knee highs. Maybe noticing if that click from earlier is still there, if the tightness is there. Let's do a few going really slow down. And then we'll take it up a half a notch and we'll go up. I lost my balance. Out, center, down. Up, out, center, down. Good stuff. One more on each side. And we'll just casually wiggle our hips. So Audrey, try not to bend over like your body so much. Try to just keep your chest a little upright, but really stick your hips out. And we can hula hoop it out. Really, again, challenge the limitation of this hula hoop. Maybe if you have some funky stuff with your ankles, you might even feel this in your ankles. And there's no time, like right now, to switch back and forth. I think that's number 8. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1. Awesome stuff. We'll just do a little Tai Chi twist real quick. As we get ready to close out the class in a slightly even more awkward way than usual. Good thing most of us good thing many of us are home, not for others to see us. But let's go feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, butt back, chest up. Now we're going to get funky with this. So as normal, keep the knees bent, squeeze the butt forward, suck the belly button in. Now double chin. Now squeeze our butt some more. And release. So when we do the walk, we're going to do it with our double chin. Knees bent, butt back, chest up. Squeeze our butt forward, suck our belly button in, double chin. Sarah, don't bend too much. And squeeze your butt some more. Oh man, this might be the hardest thing to talk while doing. Knees bent, last one, knees bent, butt back, chest up. Feel that ache in the lower back before we do this. Make sure you're in a good position. Little ache in the lower back. If you don't feel it, butt back more, chest up more. Squeeze our butt forward, suck our belly button in, double chin, squeeze our butt some more, and walk around. I call this the cranky grandpa. How you doing, Kim? As a reminder, I think someone here signed up for Good Vibes Stonely that's happening today, but it is too late to sign up for it. So if you have any questions about yoga teacher training that starts in March, we are giving some info on that. How you doing, Sarah? Well, Sarah, you're muted, but how are you, Caitlin? Outstanding. That means she's standing out. It's because your heart. You should have taken class. There was a chair for you. How you doing now, Sarah? How are you feeling? I can't hear you. I don't think the mic isn't, somehow the mic's not working. I'm sorry. It's still, we got nothing. You text me how you're feeling. How are you doing, Regina?
Okay.
Anything bothering you? Say that?
Why do you ask that? Can you tell?
No, I just know that when I'm aggravating us, like we're kind of, I'm bringing up stuff, provoking our muscles to activate. So it easily would make us sore, uncomfortable, and feel almost
my
off.
left side is a little heavy today. Tight.
Okay. My intuition told me sometime at 3 p.m. do a few minutes of exercises.
Yeah, probably will.
How about you, Mrs. Weiss?
I feel good. My shoulders. I'm debating, should I ice it or heat it?
Heat it.
Heat
It's a
it?
chronic injury. Heat it.
Just heat it. All right, I will. And
That-
drink
that was
lots of
good.
water, and I'll call you in the morning.
Please
Bye,
don't.
What?
I said, please don't. Have a good day, everybody.
Yes,
Happy
you
Saturday.
too. Regina, I want to ask you something.
She jumped off.
left. Bye.
What were you going to ask her?
If she wants to join my class on January 27th.
Just invite her to the
And
event on
Sarah
Facebook.
too. What?
Mom, just invite her to the event on Facebook. Don't be so intrusive. Goodbye.
Bye.